Hi there, Libra. It's Jen from tarotspirit.net. Woo! Here to do your reading for March 2018. Let's just put those bad boys out on the table. I hope you're doing well. I am using the Vicevesra tarot, which I love. It's really fun. Ooh. So far, you're only the second sign I've done, but I'm already sometimes I feel like I shouldn't do a reading for each sign because it's like the energies seem similar. But I'm already getting the same theme as Sag. It's at the bottom of the deck here is this hanged man. And you know, the hanged man, he feels stuck. He's hanging upside down. He's trapped. He's not going anywhere. He's stagnant. But the hanged man presents you with a choice. You can either hang upside down and struggle and be pissed and blame everyone else for why you're up there, you know, struggle and waste all sorts of time and energy with no results because you're not getting down from there. Or you can say, okay, well, maybe not ideal where I am right now, but why don't I use this time wisely? Why don't I use this to my advantage? Maybe all I do is bitch that I never have any time to myself. Well, here I am. Here I have time to myself. I'm just hanging here. Maybe I can do a little thinking. Maybe I can try to put things in perspective of how I got here and where I'm going. And maybe I can look around and notice that if I look at things differently, my circumstances change. So it's about enlightenment, about a change in perspective. I mean, if you literally go, I always tell people, go outside and stand on your head or lay with your head downhill a hill, lay on a hill with your head facing down and look around. Like, it's almost disorienting because things look so different. But once you get over sort of that, oh, this has changed, this is different, this is not how I'm used to viewing things, you may learn some things. You may put things into perspective. Okay, so the knights, oh, you know what? Those were probably, I'm getting some of my cards mixed up between the king and the knights. No, this is a page. Sorry, these are new cards and the symbols are a little different. I'm just wondering in my last reading if I read things wrong, but it doesn't matter. Right off the bat, we have this beautiful Ace of Swords, and you have the Ace of Pentacles. So new beginnings. You have two aces on the table. This is just what I was talking about with the Hanged Man. It's like you used your time wisely and you gained perspective and are looking at things differently, and because of that, you will be, oh my God, we have the Ace of Wands too. You will be changing your life because when you start looking at things differently and thinking about things differently, you're open to transforming, to changing your life. I mean, if you just always think the same way and no one's going to change your thinking, then I don't know. I mean, in some instances, yeah, that's good. You stick to your guns and things that are really important to you. Oh, I don't like to say stick to your guns. I'm getting rid of that saying. But other times, even if you're not necessarily changing your position, you may looking at things differently. You know, trying to see things as opportunities instead of barriers is a huge one. It really just changes the whole vibe about what you're doing. And so you're getting this clear new thinking. You have all this energy, this beautiful Ace of Wands. This is just inspiration, motivation, just creativity, just new growth, and really figuring out where you want to focus your energy. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, so for some of you, there is some situation where, like, this new thinking, you're like, why the hell am I tolerating this? Why am I dealing with this? Why have I allowed myself to stay stuck in some cycle, whether it's poor eating habits, a bad relationship, a dysfunctional relationship, and that can be romantic, with your family, with your friends, any sort of group you're involved with, your job. Like, it's just something you're like, why am I spending time in a situation that is just exhausting? So, it can be two things. It can be like, I'm no longer wasting my time and energy thinking and worrying and perseverating over that, or I need to get completely out of that situation. And on some level, did I enjoy the drama? Like, why have I let myself stay in that situation? Like, it becomes very clear to you. It's like, what the hell am I doing? Changing your thinking and motivated to get the hell out of there, to just change it. It's like, if you're not, was it Dr. Phil says, if you're in a situation, you're getting something out of it. So you can sit there and complain about how horrible your girlfriend is or your husband is, but why are you still there then? Like, what are the excuses you're making to stay in that codependent relationship? Why do you keep going to this gym? Why do you hang out with these friends? Like, why is it then? It's like, that's where you got to change your thinking. You got to take some responsibility for where you are in the situation. Like, that's changing your perspective. Like, you're not trapped here. You're not stuck here. So why are you in it? What are you getting out of it? And do you really want that, what you're getting out of it, especially if it's negative? And it can take a lot of strength to free yourself from these bad habits, these cycles, we get stuck, we get stuck in something. And this is like, hey, time to break free. If you're going to come home and you're going to sit on the couch and open a beer and a bag of chips, maybe you don't go right home. Maybe you go right to the gym. You change your routine. You have the strength of character to follow through and implement this change in thinking, and you absolutely have it. And it's like you find something that you just, when you're doing it, so this could be maybe you're like, I want a job that I love. I don't want to, even if I have to take a pay cut, I don't want to go to work. I don't want over 40 hours of my week to be something I dread and hate. Like, I just can't do it anymore. I have to change my thinking. I have to figure something out. Am I really, truly trapped there? Or am I just convinced myself that I have to stay in that job? And this all, it's like you bring about your own change and fortune. And you become much more centered. I like to show both sides of you become much more grounded and centered. And like, I can handle it. I can go with the flow. I can go with the ups and downs. I'm not going to react as things happen. I'm going to learn how to go with the flow but just keep moving towards my goal. And I love, this is one of my favorite cards in the deck, the Nine of Pentacles, because she has taken full responsibility for her life. She is 100% in charge of her finances, of everything. She is handling her own business. She is not dependent on anyone. And that doesn't mean there aren't times we need to lean on people or we can help each other out, but if people who are in her life truly add something there, she's dependent. She's not codependent. She is, independent, completely. And she has a tremendous amount of confidence in that. There's a rabbit. It's like, yeah, it's kind of, so, I mean, that's fertility, but it's like, the more you can trust yourself, like, I'm going to get up early and work out. I'm going to look for a new job, and you do it and you get a new job. Like, it's not the person complaining, oh, I need it. Every time you see him, I need a new job. I need a new job. It's like, I'm going to change my career. And they do it. Like, they make it happen. They're motivated to, and here we go. Bam. new job, new health, new home. Maybe you want to move and you're going to move. You're like, I'm not going to, because I'm afraid or it seems hard, I'm not going to make all these excuses anymore and can continue to bitch every day about where I live. I'm going to move. I'm going to put my house on the market, or I'm going to give my notice, or I'm going to look for a new place. I'm going to look for a new, it's just like, you're just doing your start. It's like it's kind of interesting because we're getting close to Aries, which is the new year for the zodiac. And it's almost like these new year resolute, like you're new, but you're doing it. Like have the strength and motivation. You're putting your money where your mouth is to make these changes. Three aces. That's amazing. Some of you are walking away from a love. You're going to have to walk away from a romantic relationship to do it. But I don't think for those of you that it's applicable, it was a happy one. I mean, that's why it was just mentally and physically, emotionally draining you. It wasn't right. And some of you, again, just maybe moving out, but starting fresh. So here's where the change in thinking. It's like, I'm going to be, instead, you have a relationship that needs to end. Yes, it's going to be sad and there's going to be a period of mourning and stuff, but you can either say, this is it. I'm always going to be alone. I'm going to struggle financially. I'm going to, you can, all these things, or you can be like, now I can live wherever I want. I can, I have this freedom. This is an opportunity to reinvent my life, to really put my money where my mouth is, to really change and do what I said I was going to do, but I couldn't do because of this, and this, fill in the blank. So no more excuses. Just, you guys are just like going to be making things happen. And it was all a shift in how you were looking at things. So I hope you have a wonderful March. And I'll see you at the next video. Take care.